deal?
There you go.
After machine.
That's what I heard, but I just wanted to confirm.
No, and I told him to leave it on there just in case the machine didn't work.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we're busy. Cool. Enjoy the game?
Yeah. Here come your Dubuque Saints.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to tonight's Midwest High School Hockey League Varsity contest between the home Dubuque Saints and the visiting Quad City Blues. Saints' home opener as they've been on the road, starting 3-0. 2 wins in Bogie and a win last week in Cedar Rapids.
Good evening and welcome to the Imon Arena for today's Midwest High School Hockey League game between the Quad City Blues and your Dubuque Saints.
Rather rowdy student section over
The
there.
starting lineup for the Quad City Blues. At defense, number 4, Ryan Waterman.
Ryan Waterman at
number
defense.
16, Alec Mendoza.
Alec Mendoza at
At
defense.
forward, number 17, Jack Wright.
Jack Wright at defense.
At forward, number 23, Henry Dressel. At forward, number 50, Jackson Price. And in goal, number 64, Brendan Orr. The Blues are coached by Joe
Lord,
Dolan,
the freshman,
assisted by
starting in
Isaiah
net for the
Conrad,
Blues.
Drew Otten, and Nicholas White. And now, the starting lineup for your Dubuque Saints.
Your Dubuque Saints. Looks like it's probably the team in
At
West
defense,
Line.
from Dubuque Senior High School, number 17, Ben Zick.
It's the captain, a senior from Dubuque Senior, number 17, Ben Zick.
At defense, from Hempstead High School, number 12, Landon Schultz.
Landon Schultz is a sophomore from Dubuque Hempstead, number
At
12.
forward, from Hempstead High School, number 7, Alexander Heinkel.
7 at forward, Big Al, Alex Henkel.
At forward, from Dubuque Senior High School, number 34, Xander Shee.
And in the middle will be number 34, Xander Sheehy.
At
Isn't even
forward,
gonna use
from
a stick
Western
today.
Dubuque High School, number 38, Jackson Heacock.
And at the other forward position, Mr. Blue Collar
And in
himself,
goal
number
for your
38
Saints
from Western
Dubuque
Dubuque.
High School, number 35, Trevor Breeze.
The man who will take tonight would be
The
junior,
Dubuque
number
Saints are
35.
coached by
Trevor Breeze.
Austin Willenborg and assisted by Justin Muhlenkamp and Joe Stipe. The officials for this game, as assigned by the Midwest High School Hockey League, are referee Ian Carlson and linesman Dale Jorstad and TJ Lyle. And now we ask that you please rise and honor our nation's flag for the playing of the national anthem.
So we got Ian Carlson, man with the water band. Song has been sung. Let's play some hockey. The student section over there is no joke tonight. To the dot, pucks down and we're underway. Dubuque wins the faceoff. Played over to Ben Zick, dumped in by Jackson Heacock. Sheehy will chase him behind the net. Henkel battles for it in the corner. Quad City tries to walk out from it. Knocked down the boards. Henkel's got it there, fires it on net, blocked in front by the Quad City's defense. Henkel bodies the man off the puck. Sheehy out to the front. Heacock with the rebound. Goal! Just like that. Still 1-0 game. Heacock from Sheehy. We'll get Cade Weiner, Sammy Ruiz, Jensen Hill, Liam Henry, and Anders Hill back on defense. Saints steal the win the face-off and knock it in, but they're delayed offsides. Blues now with a little time to break it back out. They'll work it out to center ice. Blunked there. Drives it into the zone. Hard off the end boards. Kicked out. Jensen Hill on the far side. Drops off there for Anders Hill. Played ahead to Cade Weiner. Held it just a little too long there to get the carrying of the puck.
Assist from number 7, Alexander Heinkel, and 34, Xander Sheehy. At 16:30, remaining in the first period.
Blue collar Jackson Heacock's goal. Refs are trying to figure out where this face-off should be. Not all the way back since Weiner carried it just a little too long. Sammy Ruiz in for the faceoff. Got Anders Hill behind him. Jensen Hill scoops it up, works it to the near side. Cade Weiner into the zone. He's got Jensen in the middle. Walks around one into the slot, backhander. Jensen Hill tries to tuck it in, loose in front. Collected by Sammy Ruiz. He'll send it to the far side. Jensen Hill a little hobbled back to the bench. Weiner picks it up, spins up the far boards. Cuts out to the middle, plays ahead to Liam Henry, top of the circle shot, saved by the goaltender, loose puck. Weiner gets it in front. Some words exchanged. Liam Henry quick to throw up his hands and said, I am doing it. We'll get Randall Schwartz and there he is, Mikey Coles. Randall into the faceoff. Played out. Center ice. Knocked back in by Dubuque. Eli Schwartz now down to the goal line. Walks the vent. Sends it out in front. Saved by the goaltender. Tyler Randall battles out the boards. Comes back to Ben Zick. He'll drive it back behind the net. Off to the far corner. Schwartz comes in. Puts the body on his man. Landon Schultz on the far side. Chips it around one. Quad City holds the net at the blue line. Lots of shoving going on. Michael Poles forces it loose. Now knocked down to the corner. Cup fires it out. Musterman now battles for it on the board. Sent back out all the way down to the defensive zone. No ice. Schultz now back behind his own net. Fires it back to the near side. Picked up there by Huger. Had a couple goals in the JV contest. Quad Cities with a shot. Held on to by Breen. That'll give him the first save of the game. Underhill joined by Liam Henry back on defense. Brock Smothers in for the faceoff now. Back to the Quad City D. Stumped down behind the net. Underhill has it there. Fires it up the far side. Kicks off the boards. Quad City fans on the shot attempts. Now it's forced out. That's Wyatt Powell. Sent back to the Quad City D. They'll force it out the far side. Underhill can't quite reach it. Still gets the icing called off. Laid over to Henry. Henry tries to work it back behind the net. Quad City steals. Sent to the corner. Smothers plays it off the boards. Bombed in by Quad Cities. Held on by Breen, and we'll get the whistle. Hinkle, Heacock, and Sheehy jump over the boards. They'll be joined by Zick and Schultz. Hinkle's got it, or I'm sorry, Heacock's got us on the board already. Sheehy into the dot. Won by Quad Cities, back to the point. They'll dump it down to the corner. Picked up behind the net. Ben Zick's got it there. I don't think that's the net off. Nope, penalty coming. Alex Henkel, 2 minutes for roughing. Alex seems to be in a little disbelief. Sheehy and Heacock will stay out to kill the penalty. Sheehy wins the face-off to the boards. Played back to the Quad City D. Now working to the top of the dots. Now back to the blue line. High slot, check right. Poke loose by Sheehy. Go kick it down to the corner.
Saints penalty.
Jack Wright's going to head to the box. 2 minutes.
Alex Hinkle.
Holding.
2 minutes for roughing at 13.
Sheehy with his 6th penalty drawn of the season.
Your Saints are now on the Willenborg Heating and Cooling penalty kill.
And we'll send out the number 1 unit. Big Weiner, Henry Ruiz, Jensen Hill, and Underhill. 4-on-4 hockey. I guess so this is the number 1 unit. This is the top line minus the defenseman. Puck's down. Controlled by Quad City. Taken back by Cade Weiner. He's got it in the corner. Walks out to the slot. Shot goal. Cade Weiner. 2-0. It's a nice selfie with the student section. Still 4-on-4. Weiner and Ruiz will stay out with Hill and Hill. Puck's down, controlled by Dubuque. Anderson's got it in his own defensive zone. Plays ahead to Jensen. Jensen walks into the zone. High slot shot. Saved by the goaltender. Loose puck. Chipped over the net. Sammy feeds over to Jensen. Jensen back to Anders. Anders from the blue line. Deflected in front. Off to the corner. Sent back behind the net. Jensen Hill picks it up there. Tries to work it out front. Sammy Ruiz now in the corner. Far pass over to Jensen at the top of the blue line. Tipped by Jensen in front. That was Anders that fired it. Quad Cities, a little panic mode. They'll work it back behind the net. Tries to send it up the board. Cade Weiner takes it away. Shoots it over the net. Kicks it back out in front though. Now the Blues, full head of speed, 1-on-1 with Ben Zick. And Schultz late to the party. Tipped up onto the boards. And we'll get a whistle on the dot. Still 4-on-4 for another 46 seconds. Alex Hinkle thinks about the mistakes he's made in his life. Sheehy and Heacock back out. Face off won by Dubuque. Jackson Heacock's got it. Works it down the far side. They'll play it back up. Landon Schultz has got it there at the blue line. Dump down to Peacock. Peacock gives off to Sheehy. Sheehy walks it back, sends it on the side of the net. Held on to by Orr. So with 5 minutes gone in the game, Saints are up 2-0. Shots on goal 9-0. Pretty sure Trevor's got at least one. Sheehy in for the faceoff. Won by Dubuque. Jackson Heacock's got it. Top of the circle, drops off for Landon Schultz. He'll walk it to the middle, gives off to Ben Zick. Back over to Heacock. Weak shot towards the net. He'll chase his own rebound, pokes it loose. Quad Cities forces it back across the blue line. They'll take it into the zone. Sent wide of the net.
Dubuque at full strength.
Now it's Ben Zick up the boards. Kicks it ahead to Sheehy. Alex Henkel skates himself offsides, just out of the box. So 13 seconds on the power play. And we'll get Michael Pulls, Tyler Randall, Eli Schwartz. Back in front of the Dubuque bench for the faceoff. Puck's down, controlled by Eli Schwartz. Works it out to the far side. Across the blue line he comes with some speed. Shot on net, saved by Orr. Holds on for a whistle. Face off to the right of Orr. Randall in for it. He wins it, gets it back to Schwartz. Schwartz sends it behind the net. Michael Pulse picks it off the boards there. Wraps it around to the corner. Liam Henry digs into the corner. He'll cycle it back to Anders Hill into the other corner. Sent back behind the net. Now up the near boards. Kicked off to Michael Pulse. Ducks around one. Dumps it into the zone. Gloved down by the Blues defender. Held in there. Cade Weiner walks it in, walks around one. Tries to find some room in the slot. Can't quite get there. Wheels to the corner. Kicks back to Hill. Hill shot on net. Blocked by the defense. Sent to the near quarter. Cade Weiner picks it up there. Walks off the board. Sends it over. Is past to Samuel Ruiz's tip. Liam Henry chases it all the way back to his defensive zone. Henry there. Sends it over to Hill. Anders plays it back over to Liam. Ahead to Cade Weiner. Weiner across the blue line, looking for room. Gets to the slot. Gestures it off. Easy goal for Samuel Ruiz. Saints are rolling 3-0 now. 7 minutes in the game, 11 shots into the game. Tried to make a late change. Cade Weiner will stay out. Samuel Ruiz bellies up to the dot. Puck's down. Lose control. Into the defensive zone. Ben Zick back to get it. Spins to the near corner. Ruiz in to help him out. Comes to the near boards. Carried up by Zick. He'll chip it ahead. Jensen Hill now. Fights for it on the board. Weiner pulls it off. Centering pass. Held on to by Orr. Blues players a little testy. Down 3 goals. That's to be expected. We'll get Smothers, Fugger, and Randall out. I'm sorry, that's Powell. Wyatt Powell hops on the ice. Back to Liam Henry at the point. He'll dump it back behind the goal. Powell tries to get it. Beaten to it by Varsity.
Ruiz.
Battle along the boards. Now it's knocked off. Chipped up into the air.
And number 12, Landon Schultz at 10,
on
28
net.
remaining in the first
Saved by
period.
Trevor Green.
And
Left in the near side. A little trouble there. It's
22
cleared out by
to Bob
Dubuque.
Schultz.
They'll work it up the near board. Centering pass. Smothers can't quite get a stick on it. Dump back in. Liam Henry back to get it. He'll circle behind his own net. Quad Cities will chase. Cycle back to Landon Schultz. Nope, that's Anders Hill. Long pass up to Smothers. He's got it on a stick. Works it down the side. Shot. Saved by Orr. Kick to the corner. They'll force it out the far side. Benzik reaches over to get it. Back ahead to Wyatt Powell. He'll dump it in. Quad Cities to pull it out of the near corner. That's Price. Powell down there. Forces the puck. Peacock down low. Knocked into the corner. Quad Cities spins back. They'll try and come out the near side. Send it up to Munsterman. He knocks him off the puck. Works it into the zone. Backhander, saved by Orr. Now back behind the net. Tangled up there. Peacock battles for it. Let's get Sheehy there to help him out. Back behind the net. Sheehy sends it out front. Popped straight up in the air. Knocked down the slot by Peacock. Now Sheehy tops to the circle. Wheels to the far side. Backhand pass. Connects with Henkel. Henkel fans on his pass. Gets it back to Zick at the blue line. Zick Z to D over to Schultz. Schultz on net. Bouncing puck. Henkel forces it loose. Heacock comes in. Now it's knocked out by Quad Cities, and they'll race it out to center ice. Taken back away by Dubuque. Quad Cities steals it back. They'll try and throw it to the point. Dubuque holds him out to the outside. Shot. Hits a skate in front, and Alex Henkel's got it. Played ahead. Randall couldn't quite roll it down. Quad Cities back through neutral ice. Taken away. Eli Schwartz there. Battles for it. Michael Poles jumps over the bench. Gets involved. Tyler Randall bumped off the puck. Quad Cities back the other way. Michael Poles lets a guy into the board. Connor Molenkamp back on defense. Jackson Panther carries it in for Quad Cities. Forced wide. Puck's knocked off his stick. It's loose behind the net. Panthers get it there. Walks the goal. Sends out in front. That's a goal. Number 23, Henry Drissel. So the Blues are on the board for the first time tonight. 3-1. Third line pays a little price there and goes for a minus. Panther with a nice move behind the net to come out in front and find Drissel though. Dubuque will counter with Sammy Ruiz, Cade Weiner, and Jensen Hill. First down, Quad Cities has it. Dumps it into the zone. Flubbed down by Dubuque there. Played back out, knocked down at the blue line. Tipped away there. Now it's Liam Henry. Tries to play it up the boards. It's sent back behind the net. Anders Hill's got it there. Sammy Ruiz does the flyby.
Assist from number 2, Jackson.
Anders Hill.
17, Jack Wright.
Cade Weiner's going to get an interference call here. I don't necessarily agree with it, but Carlson's going to call in 2 minutes. Interference. Coach Rolenberg argued in his case too. There wasn't really intent there. They were both going for the puck and neither saw the other one. That's a losing fight. Sheehy and Heacock out for the short penalty kill. Sent back. Sheehy reckless with his stick. He thinks those things throw us on trees. Wrapped around, sent all the way outside the zone. Quad City back to get it. Jackson Heacock down to be a pest.
On the lower board, heating and cooling penalty kill.
Quad City will work it up the near side. Played along the boards. Sent on net. Kicked wide. Benzik will try and work it out the far side. Sent back. Sheehy battles for it on the board to there. Out to the blue line. It's Blunk. Shot blocked in front by Heacock. Again, fired high. Green tips it just wide. Now back to the blue line. Quad Cities will carry it. Cycles around. Jackson Heacock makes him take the long way. Sent back. Blocked in front by Sheehy. Kicked high off the boards. It's on the back of the net. Otters Hill works it out. Sends it around the boards. All the way out. Duke will change 3 of their PK. Cycle Jenkins and Hill jump over the bench. Blunk goes D to D in his own defensive zone, and Quad Cities are working out the center ice. Poke loose there. It's Jensen Hill down to the corner. Battles for it on the end line. Makes life rough for the Blues player. Takes it away. Tries to drop it off for Henkel. Can't quite get it to him. The Blues are back the other way. Into the attacking zone they come. Spins in the corner. Tries to get it back at the boards. Up into the stands. 24 seconds left on the Cade Weiner penalty. Saints clinging to a 3-1 lead. Shots on goal. A bit lopsided, 14-2 in favor of the Saints. She in through the face-off. She wins it to the boards. Benzik sends it out to the blue line. That wasn't she. Must have been Hill. Sent back in. Behind the net it goes. Landon Schultz right up the gut. Quad Cities looks at the clock with 5 seconds left on the penalty kill.
Saints at full strength.
Cade Weiner jumps out of the box, makes a poke check. It's immediately sent back into the Duke zone. Landon Schultz circles back behind his net. Works it out the near side. Just trying to lose that man in front. It's picked up by Henkel. Henkel sends it ahead. Can't quite get it to Sheehy. Quad City counters. Jackson Heacock pokes it loose. Back behind his own net he'll go. Heacock's still on him. Pokes it loose. Henkel's now the big hit. Heacock walks away with it. Sheehy's in front. Shoots it high and wide. Now Heacock forces it on the far side. Quad City steals it. They'll work it back out to center ice. Schultz dumps it into the zone. Out of play. We saw icing on that? He was very close to the center line. It's not a cross, but that's what we call this. So we'll get Eli Schwartz, Tyler Randall, Michael Bowles back out. Liam Henry, Anders Hill back on defense. Quad City wins the faceoff. Quad City behind the net. We've seen this play before. Trying to work on the near side. Now they'll work to the far corner. Still battled there. Now wrapped around back to the near corner. Liam Henry over to get it. Plays it ahead to Eli Schwartz. Knocked out to center ice. It's a race. Quad City bangs it back up the boards. Chips it over Tyler Randall. Liam Henry at the red line. Does a little dance. Hits the stanchion. Knocks it into the zone. Played out the far side. They'll get by Schwartz. Into the attacking zone. Quad City comes. Dumped on net. Saved by Breen. Shots 14-3 in favor of the Saints. Ruiz into the faceoff. Quad City wins. Shot saved by Breen. Quad City hasn't been really successful on the scoreboard. They have been successful at the faceoff guy. Blunk in for the faceoff against Ruiz. Dubuque wins. Played around to the near boards. Cade Weiner pulls it off there. It's knocked off his stick. Quad City controls. Taken back by Dubuque. Sent out to center ice. Jensen Hill now. Back on sides. Cade Weiner crosses it across the blue line. Shot. Saved by Orr. Now played up to the near boards. Ben Zick at the blue line. Dumps it back down. Jensen Hill will collect it behind the net. Jensen Hill will try and collect it behind the net. Quad City gets it. They'll advance it back out the near side. Around the benches, they'll dump it into the zone. Breen stops it behind the net. Leaves it there for Zick. Zick plays it to the far corner to Ruiz. Ahead to Hill. Played it up to Weiner, just across the blue line. 1-on-3. Knocked over to Jensen Hill. Poked off his stick behind the net. Leaves it for Weiner. Weiner with a nice little stick trick. Cuts around the tops of the circle. Quad Cities breaks it out the far side. Played ahead to Jackson Panther. He'll dump it ahead. Back up, Sammy Ruiz. Alex Henkel, Sammy Ruiz all alone in front. It's poked loose by the Quad City defender. Quad City's the other way. Rolls off his stick, dumps into the zone. Molenkamp back to get it behind the net. Sends it up the far boards. Quad City's defense holds it in. Works it back down the side. Blocked in front by Landon Schultz. He'll send it the length of the ice. Or an icing. 1:36 left in the first period. Scores 3-1 in favor of the Saints. Shots on goal in favor of the Saints, 16-3. Sheehy in for the face-off. He's out there with Henkel and Peacock. Quad Cities wins the face-off, sends it to the near corner. Liam Henry's the first on the scene. Sends it the length of the ice. Or an ice. And they look cross ice to the red line there for that play. Do it again. Sheehy to the dot. Monk lines up across from him. Dubuque wins the faceoff this time. Played out to the far side. Loose at center ice. Into the zone, Quad City comes. Taken away. Back up the near boards. Shot from the point, kicked out. Michael can't quite handle it on the far side. Quad City walks off it, centering pass. Peacock's got it now. Played ahead. Sheehy into the zone.
In the first period.
Walks around one. Gets it taken away. Chipped up into the boards. Quad City back. Held in by Sheehy. Bouncing puck. Michael can't quite corral it. To the far side it goes. No icing. Landon Schultz back to get it on his own end board. Drops it off there for Anders Hill. Anders has got Jensen. Length to the ice and sends it down to him just outside the blue line. Holds it there. Cade Weiner from the top of the slot. Blocked in by the Quad Cities defense. Scooped up by Sammy Ruiz. Bounce. Oh! Shot the puck over the net. Rebound came out in front. Bounced that one off the crossbar. Crossbars will need to be repainted after today's game. Liam Henry down bang in the corner. He's got penalty written all over it. There it is. So Liam Henry will start the second period in the box for 2 minutes. Keeps discussing it. He's going to... That might be the end of the night for Liam Henry. After one period, score is 3-1. Shots on goal in favor of Dubuque, 16-3. Between the ice.
Scored after the first
Refill the water bottle.
Dubuque 3, Quad City 1.
See you back in 15 minutes.
Dubuque 16. Shots on goal for Quad City 3.
Saints will start out the second period on the penalty kill. William Henry makes the walk of shame over to the far side. We get Heacock and Sheehy out. Sammy Ruiz, Cade Weiner. Seems like we get too many guys. Heacock head back to the bench. Ruiz, Weiner, Hill, and Schultz. Back underway. Jensen Hill wins it over to Cade Weiner. Weiner gets it back to Schultz. Sends it into the zone.
William Henry, 2 minutes
foot
of
race.
cross-checking with no time remaining in the first period. Your Saints will be on the willing board, heating and
Bothered by
cooling
Jensen Hill. He'll
penalty
knock it
kill.
back in. Long cross ice pass. Schultz dumps it back in. Waterman back to get it. He'll bring it up to center ice. Plays it up to the near side. Freiberger's got it there. Takes it into the zone. He'll wrap it around to the far side. Long tries to pull it off the board. Struggles there. Set to length. Weiner's going to run it down in the near or in the defensive offensive zone. Peels away. He'll take it back to center ice. Sends it back to Sammy Ruiz. Ruiz will dump it into the boards. Blanc goes out of his way to throw an unnecessary hit. Alexander Sheehy pestering on the goal line. Sent back out the far side. Heacock takes it away. Leaves it to Schultz. Schultz sends it into the zone. Sheehy's going to be the first one to pull it off the corner. Walks behind the net with it. Takes it to the far corner. Hits the brakes there. Walks around from one. Tries to send it up to the middle of the Heacock. Quad City converges and takes the puck back. Cross ice pass. Waterman's got it there. Sends it into the zone. High off the glass. Wraps around to the far side. Ben Sick battles for it there. They'll try and walk it out in the corner. Back out to the blue line. Played down the far side. Ben Zick alone in the corner. Got a little time. Sends it up. Sheehy chips it around one. Tries to work its way down the ice.
Debut.
Now it's Heacock. Heacock into the end boards. Once he takes it away, they'll work back up the other side. Heacock battles to get it back. Knocked back down the boards. Quad City goes D to D. Cycles back to the corner. Michael pulls with the steal shot. Saved by Orr. He'll hold on for a whistle. So with 14:37, William Henry penalty is killed off. We're back to full strength. Shots on goal in favor of Dubuque. 17-3. We'll get Randall pulls Schwartz out. They're backed by Cooper Smith and Landon Schultz. Puck's down. Cooper Smith sends it behind the net, just out of the reach of Michael Pulse. The far side. Sent back up to the blue line. Schultz dumps it in. Schwartz can't quite handle it. He'll chase it back behind the net. Tries to spin away. Play it out. Let's see, he's now at the center ice. Then we'll get an icing. Zick and Hill will jump on for D. And we'll get Weiner, Ruiz, and Jensen Hill out at point. Loose puck. Quad City tries to clear it. Cade Weiner battles two players over on the far boards. Jensen Hill comes in, sends it on net. Saved by Orr. We'll hold on for the whistle.
Starting line, engines pumping, thumping in time. The green light flashes, the flags go up. Churning and burning, they yearn for the cup. They deftly maneuver and muscle parade.
Sammy Ruiz into the faceoff. He's got Weiner behind him. Shooter spot. He'll work over to the boards now. Ball start. Ruiz in for the faceoff again. Quad City controls. They'll work it out to center ice. 2-on-1 the other way. Landon Schultz back. Off-ice pass and a goal by Dave Freiberger. It's 3-2. Shots on goal. 18-4. Not sure we took the right man there on that 2-1, but that's we'll get it back. He got Sheehy and Henkel. Step out on the ice. They're backed by Zick and Hill. Sheehy does out against Blunt. Quad City wins the faceoff. Fired out the far boards on Zick's stick. He plays over to Anders Hill. Anders will walk it up the near side. Dumps it in from the points. Deflected off the Quad City defenders. Sent out in front. Waterman's got it there. He'll wrap it around the far boards. Sheehy steals it, dumps it back down low. Waterman picks it up, cycles behind his own net. Cross ice pass. Now, Quad Cities are working up the center ice. Jackson Heacock's got it there. Hits the Jets and finds some space on the far side. Cuts to the middle. Dumps off, gives off to Zick. Zick will work it down to the corner. Tries to drop off the Henkel there, but didn't quite execute it. Puck sent out of play by Quad City. We'll get 5 fresh sleds up there. Carter Molenkamp jumps out. Landon Schultz. Pulls Randall and Schwartz. Randall bears up to the top. Randall wins it back. Landon Schultz at the blue line. Just holds it in, dumps it down to the corner. Quad Cities controls behind the net. Tyler Randall knocks away from one. It's on the end boards. Good hit there. Now it comes back up the near side. Randall still battles for it in the corner. Chipped out the far side. Held in by Schultz. Now played back. Glove down by Schultz. They'll work it up the near boards. Diving forces it out to center ice. Michael Poles overskates it. Randall picks it up, forces it into the zone, dumps it down the boards, along the wall, picked up behind the net. Quad Cities will carry it out. Long cross ice pass, controlled by Mendoza on the far side. Molenkamp forces him wide, tips the puck behind the net. Battles back there for it. Send out in front. Sammy Ruiz steals it, sends it over to Michael Poles. Stick down there by Quad Cities, they'll force it back. Brock Smothers now pushes the issue on the far side. Cycle back behind the net by Quad Cities. Now they'll try and bring it up the near side. Molenkamp chips ahead to Weiner. Weiner pulls it off the boards. Can't quite handle it though. Quad Cities dumps it deep. Green back to get it. Stops it behind the net. Schultz wraps around to the far side. Held in at the blue line. Sent through the middle. Now the Saints control. Out to center ice it comes. Cade Weiner gives off to Sammy Ruiz. Sammy Ruiz with a little room. Top of the circle. Shot. Sends over to Weiner. Loose puck to Smothers. Quad City controls and they'll send it out to center ice. Ben Zick controls it there. Played ahead. That's Weiner now to center ice. In front of the Dubuque bench. Heads down the boards. Drives the goal line. Knocked off the puck behind the net. And it's Bulk behind the net. Sends it to the far corner. Weiner back to get it. Plays down low to Smothers. Taken away by Waterman. Quad City's the other way. 3-on-3. Dumped in short of the red line. That'll be an icing. Sheehy, Henkel, Peacock jump out. Backed by Henry and Zick. Sheehy's at the dot. He's got Zick behind him in the shooter spot. Tied up in front. Henkel comes in, picks up the puck, drives to the far boards. It's taken away there. They'll try and chip it up. Ben Zick holds it in at the blue line. Back down to Sheehy on the boards. They'll walk it to the slot. Knocked down behind the net. Picks it up in the corner. Wheels away from one. Walks the goal line. Wraps around to the other side. He's knocked off the puck. Quad City's now back after center ice. Zick's got it. Tries to play it ahead to Henkel. Goes untouched. Right to the ice for icing. 3-2 with 10 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second period. Shots on goal favor the Saints, 18-4. Sheehy's still into the dot. Quad City wins it. They'll try and bang it back to the point. Fired down to the corner. Ben Zick collects it behind the net. He'll break it out. Tries on the boards. Forced back down by Quad Cities. Anders Hill back behind the net. Knocks Mendoza off the puck. Sent back to the other corner. Ben Zick now battles for it there. Jackson Heacock picks it up. Chips it off the boards. Battles with his teammate, Brady. Now Quad City's the other way. Held in by Anders Hill. Quad City's back out to center ice. Dumped in by Hill. Hill sends it ahead, just out of the reach of Henkel. I think Henkel is either bigger or faster. I don't know that he gets much bigger. He'll probably get a little faster. We'll get Cooper Smith, Landon Schultz out there with Tyler Randall, Michael Poles, Eli Shorts. Randall to the dot. Bouncing puck, picked up by Poles. Throws it out the boards, out to center ice. Price wheels all the way back to his defensive zone. We'll play it out to Waterman. Picked up by Schwartz. Plays off to Smith, over to Schultz. Back to Smith. Poles up the middle to Randall. Skates off sides. Now puck comes back to him just inside the blue line. Shot, blocked by the defender. Kicked up to the far side. Schultz has got it there. Dumps it on net. Blocked in front. Schultz picks it up. Fires it again. Wide of Orr. Karen's up to the near boards. Quad City controls at center ice. It's Freiberger. Knocked off his stick. Shot. Saved by Breen. Kicked up to the far side. Another save by Breen. Loose in front. That's a headbutt. There you go. Goodbye. Jackson Panther. 2 minutes for doing his own trash impersonation. And the fans go crazy. The Panthers going to get 2 minutes, sends them down. We'll see if they open up the door and give them some company. Roughing. It's like just a roughing. Dubuque will send out its number 1 power play unit. Sammy Ruiz, Jensen Hill, Xander Sheehy, Alex Hickel, Cade White. Those are 5 pretty good players. Sheehy up to the dot. We got Whiter in the shooter position. Face up controlled by Quad Cities. They'll cycle behind their own net. Hard up the boards. Held in by Henkel. Henkel tops to the circle. Shot. Kicks out in front.
Your Saints are now
Jensen Hill now.
behind
the goal line.
power play.
Plays it out to Sammy Ruiz. Plays it over to Cade Whiter. Dump down low. Jensen Hill back behind the net. Welk tries to play it. Now it's Henkel. Down low to Hill. Hill walks behind the net. Plays out to Whiter. Whiter over to Ruiz. Ruiz shot. Saved by Orr. 1:20 left in the power play. Top unit will stay out there. Sammy Ruiz will belly up to the dot. Puck's down. Knocked out of the zone. Sheehy will go back and get it. Goes all the way back behind his net. And we'll spin it up. Sheehy now down Main Street. Gives Jensen Hill a look. He'll walk it into the far side. Takes it down the boards, down behind the net. Loose on the side. Held on by Orr. We'll get a whistle. So the second unit pops out. Second unit is Ben Zick, Jackson Heacock, Michael Foles, Eli Schwartz, and Landon Schultz. Heacock in for the faceoff. Still a minute left on that power play. Controlled by Quad Cities, and they'll fire at the length. Green goes over the corner to pull it off the boards. Schultz picks it up there. Goes behind his own net. I'll walk it out to the far side. Cross ice pass to Schultz. Schwartz takes it into the zone. Drives wide all the way down behind the goal. Plays it over to Heacock. Heacock there. Back to Landon Schultz. Now they'll fire it over to Schwartz. Schwartz back over to Heacock. Heacock can't quite get a handle on it. They'll wrap it down the boards. And it's fired back out by Quad Cities. Green there. Plays it back. Now it's Heacock racing up the far side, pretty much untouched, all the way into the zone. Gets to the faceoff, dot shot, and goal. Jackson Heacock, the blue-collared sniper. So it's 4-2 now in favor of Dubuque with 6:46 left in the second period. Shots also favoring Dubuque, 21-5. Sammy Ruiz into the faceoff, controlled by Quad Cities. They'll work it out the far side. Played back to Liam Henry in the defensive zone. He'll go D-to-D over to Anders Hill. Ahead to Jensen Hill. Battled on, sent back out to center ice.
Scored by number 38, Jackson Heacock. Assist from number 12, Landon Schultz. With 6:46 remaining.
Landon Schultz picked up the assist on Sniper Heacock's goal. And now it's on Jensen Hill. Plays ahead. Cade Whiter kicks it ahead. Hits the brakes, loses one along the boards. Tries to walk around another at the faceoff dot. Now spins back at the boards. Tries to leave it for Anders. Quad Cities picks it up, advances it out to center ice. Knocked away by Anders Hill. Kick wide to Cade Weiner. Sammy Ruiz into the zone. Knocked out in front. Played out to the point. Nobody home. Anders Hill all the way back to his defensive zone to collect it. He's got it behind the net. Mendoza will keep him in check back there. Saints make the change. Vander Sheehy will give him the flyby. Blows right by Mendoza. Now Sheehy out to center ice. Walks around another one. Into the slot. He's dragged down there. Sent around to the far side. Battle for Hankins and Heacock out there. Randall sends it in. Heacock sends it back. Back behind the goal line. Knocked out in front by Tyler Randall. Now it's loose. Sent the link to the ice. We'll get an icing. .4:54 left in the second period. Saints up 4-2 on the backs of 2 by Jackson Heacock, 1 by Cade Weiner, and 1 by Sammy Ruiz. White Powell into the game. Quad Cities controls the faceoff. They'll take it back behind the net. Powell back there knocks it off the puck. Into the corner it goes. Smothers now pushes the issue. Powell picks it up, works it over towards the front of the bench, dumps it into the zone. Smothers now puts his man into the boards, knocks the puck loose again, comes back to Zick. Zick over Schultz. Schultz dumps it into the zone. To the far side it goes. That's Fugger. Digs it out of the corner. Battle with Quad Cities there. Now knocked back behind the net. It's Powell. Forces them into the corner again. Fourth line doing a little dirty work. Keeping them in the zone. That's all we want to see. Make them work for it. And Schultz still battles the work there. Brock Smothers now. Back behind his own goal line. Played up the boards. Sent back into the zone. Powell tries to clear it out. Bounces loose. Smothers picks it up. He'll work it through center ice. A vicious hit to the head there. Cade Weiner now shot off the crossbar. Kick to the far side. Zick holds it in at the blue line. Blocked in front. Zick back to get it. Plays it out to center ice. Tried to dump it in, but Sammy Ruiz knocks it back. Jensen Hill takes it into the zone. Drives it wide. Hits the brakes. Tries to fight it back up the boards. Can't quite do it. Now Sammy Ruiz. Jensen Hill, 2 minutes for hooking. Sheehy and Heacock out to kill the penalty. We got Anders Hill and Liam Henry back on defense. 3:05 left in the second period. Varsity wins the faceoff. Back to the D. Locked in front.
2 minutes for hooking.
Anders Hill took a shot that will leave a mark, it looked like. Now Jackson Heacock battles at the blue line. Dump back below the goal line. Liam Henry back to get it in the corner. He's battled hard there. They'll walk away. Sam Blanc tries to walk out of the corner. Throws it through the front. Nobody home. Jackson Heacock now up the near boards to some speed. Cuts out to center ice. He's knocked off the puck there. Quad Cities struggles to control it in their own blue line. 4-man breaking up behind the goal line. That's not normally what you see, but hey, it works for you. Waterman now carries it down the far side, down behind the goal line. Sends it around the back of the net. Henkel's there. Chips it around one. Out to right at the point. They'll fire it down low. Anders Hill still out there. Yeoman's work with an injury. Sheehy now tries to force it out the blue line. It's just held in by Waterman. Shot, saved by Breen. To the corner it goes. High slot, right shot there. Saved by Breen again. Sheehy's got it. Walks around one. Gets it ahead to Henkel. Gets a piece of it. Henkel will chase it down to the corner. Sheehy will leave him high and dry and go for a change. Henkel around the world in 80 days. Sends it back to Henry. Henry to Hill. Played ahead to Weiner. Weiner at center ice. Takes it into the zone. Tries to dance around one. Gets around, but has to send the puck the long way. Walks around another. Centering pass over to Henkel. Shot. Blocked by the defender. Loose in front. Oh. Weiner almost put it out the goalie into his own net. 15 seconds left on that Jensen Hill penalty. Cade Freiberger works it down the near side. It's taken away by Schultz. Now Henkel sends it to length. Ooh. Gave a nice how-to as he went by the
Dubuque at full
defender.
strength. 1 minute remaining in the second
Brandon
period.
Schultz plays it ahead to Sheehy. Sheehy works it into the zone. Shot off the side of the net. Spins back down low. Sent to the wide side. Carried in by Quad City. Shot. Saved by Breen. Kick to the corner. Now it's back out in front. Sheehy off the boards. He's got Heacock in front of him. Ducks away from one. Quad City's forces it back down. Now it's Heacock and Henkel going the other way. 2-on-3. Sends ahead to Henkel. Goal! That's Henkel. Sends us to 5-2. Nice play by Jackson Heacock and Alex Henkel to work it down low and pick up the goal. So 5-2 now with 18 seconds left in the second period. Sammy Ruiz into the faceoff. Jensen Hill tries to get it low or forward. Cade Weiner picks it up. 13 seconds back to Jensen Hill or Ben Zick. Jensen Hill now across the blue line, picked up by Ruiz, fired on net. Or we'll hold on with 6.8 seconds left.
Saints goal scored by number 7, Alexander Henkel. Assist from number 38, Jackson Heacock, with 19 seconds remaining in the second period.
So Sammy Ruiz to the dot, 7 seconds left. Tied up at the faceoff dot. And that'll do it. So after 2 periods, Saints lead 5-2. Shots on goal also in favor of the Saints.
Your
28-8.
Saints 5.
We'll take
Shots
a 15-minute
on
break.
goal, Quad City,
See you back
8.
here after we zam the
Shots
ice
on
for the
goal
final
for
period.
Dubuque, 28.
Just about underway here in the third period. The rain down there trying to pound the net in. I don't think it's all the way in. For you 28 people out there watching, thanks for joining us tonight. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. We're at 422 subscribers. We're trying to get to 5,000 by the end of the night, so every little bit helps. Just about underway here for the third and final period. Puck's down. Quad City controls. Sent into the zone, saved by Orr. Spun out to the near side, high off the glass. Kicks back to Zick at D. He'll play cross ice over to Schultz. Schultz ahead. Sheehy races down the board. Squirts out to center ice. Jackson Heacock shot. Goal! Jackson Heacock with a nice hat trick. And the Saints up 6-2. Back to the Quad City zone. They'll play it ahead. Alexenko steals it at center ice. Sent back into the defensive zone. Landon Schultz has it there. Spins away from one in the corner. Up to Sheehy. He kicks it down. Quad City's will knock it back into the zone. Zick back to get it. Gives out to Sheehy. Cuts in front of the net. He's got Alexenko on the far side. Sends it ahead. Taken away by Quad City, so they'll cycle back into their own defensive zone.
Saints goal was scored by number 38, Jackson Heacock. Assisted by number 7, Alexander Mingle at 16:36 remaining in the third period.
Get Sammy Ruiz in for the faceoff. Jackson Heacock, Jensen Hill and Cade Weiner out there with him. Long cross ice pass. Weiner sends it through the middle. Jensen Hill into the attacking zone. Loses it in the slot or kicks it to the corner. Jack Wright tries to play it out. Held in.
Number 38, Jackson Heacock's third goal.
Loose puck set into the net. Jensen Hill with a goal.
That is a Plum Supply Company hat trick.
Jensen Hill puts us up 7-2 now with 15:28 left in the third period. Did I say it's the third? No, third period. So 7-2. Randall out for the faceoff. Quad City controls. Sent over in front of their own bench. Played back into the zone. Pass Henry. He'll cycle back to the net, behind the net to get it. Forced up the far side. Kicked out.
Goal scored by number 14,
played out to center ice.
Jason Hill.
Eli Schwartz chases it in. Quad City controls. He'll play it back towards the Saints defensive zone. William Henry around the back of the net. Played back around. Back to Henry. He'll play it ahead to Schwartz. Now sent ahead. Michael Poles. Had a steam. Tries to run it down. Sends it on net. Or with the save and the cover. Shots are 32-8 in favor of the Saints. We'll get Wyatt Powell out with Jack Fugger, Brock Smothers, Ben Zick, and Landon Schultz on defense. Powell for the dot. Played around to the far side. Quad City now. Takes the head of his team, walks around one, towards the net. Knocked aside by the defense. Schultz plays it off the boards. He's got it now. Sends it up to center ice. Plays it up. Fugger can't quite get there. Big collision in front of the score table. Now Jack Fugger sends it in. Bounces off the end wall. Wyatt Powell knocks it loose in the slot. Still battled for there. Wrapped around to the far side. Brock Smothers will get it on the boards. Tries to get it down to the corner. It's knocked off his stick. Sent back up center ice. Quad City controls. Knocked back in. Again, this fourth line doing a great job of being the pest line. Quad City finally works it out. Sent on Breen. He'll hold on for a whistle. .57 left in the third period. We'll get Sheehy, Henkel, and Heacock. Puck down, Quad City controls. Back to the D, on net. Kick to the side by Breen. Another shot blocked by Quad City's forward on their own. Henkel now forces it out to center ice. Gets it ahead, Sheehy inside the blue line. Spins around, loses the puck. Henkel knocks him off. Jump back in. Jackson Heacock picks it up, works it inside the blue line. Now Alex Henkel steps in, pulls it off the boards. Sent on net. Glove by Orr. Hold on for a whistle. Get some fresh legs out there in D as Landon Schultz and Carter Molenkamp pop over the boards. Sheehy to the dot. He's got Henkel behind him. There's no intention to win the puck that way. Henkel does get it, sends it on net, or holds on. Pucks it down again. Quad City wins it back to the corner. They'll try and send it up the boards. Henkel holds it on the boards just for a second. Now Quad City out to center ice. Into the zone, high slot. Shot blocked by the defense. Battled on behind the net. Short to the corner by Molenkamp. Sheehy over to pick it up. Walks it off the boards. Gets around two, out to center ice. Cuts across the middle. It's knocked off his stick at the blue line. Jackson Heacock tries to fire it back in. Quad City knocks it back out. Fires it across the ice. And they'll work it into the zone. Jackson Heacock over there being a pest. Back behind the goal line. Quad City tries to send it out in front. Bouncing puck. Big blast. Kick to the corner. Now work back behind the net. Quad City will fire it out to the blue line. Held on by Breen. We'll get a whistle. Big Weiner, Jensen Hill. Jump over the bench. And Ruiz already out there. We'll get Cooper Smith and Ben Zick back on deep. Shots are 33-11 in favor of the Saints. And Ruiz into the faceoff. Pucks down. Picked up by Weiner. Weiner and Hill just blow by the Quad City defense. Back. Oh! One too many passes. As Jensen Hill had a wide open net but sent it over to Cade Weiner. Now backhanded out in front. Kicked out. Sammy Ruiz shot. Blocked. Back to Zick from the tops of the circle. Blocked in front. Ruiz on the far boards. He'll pick it back up. Out to center ice. Knocked loose all the way back to Smith in his own defensive zone. He'll work it up the far side. Plays it ahead to Ruiz. Dumps it into zone. Cade Weiner. Back to Chase Brady. Back behind the net. Picked up by Weiner. Works to the far corner. Cuts back behind the net. Takes a vicious elbow. Works around out in front. Still getting beat up pretty good. Spins away again. Ducks away from another. Ruiz sends it on front. It's tipped by Hill. Now Zick to the front. Weiner's got it behind the goal, sends it to the far corner. Jensen Hill races over to get it. Big hit into Freiberger. Puck sent back behind the Dubuque net. Liam Henry back there to get it. Out in front, nice diving play. Trevor Green just out outside his blue paint. Covers the puck. Holds on for a whistle. 7-2 now in favor of the Saints. 11:02 left in the third period. We'll get Cole, Schwartz, and Randall out there. They're back by Hill and Henry. Randall wins the faceoff. Hard off the boards. Varsity knocks it back in, back behind the net. Liam Henry back there to pick it up. It's a race. Eli Schwartz is going to be the first one there. Hard into the boards. Varsity controls it along the goal line. They'll try and bring it up the far side. Kick back to Anders Hill. Shot deflected up into the net. Face up to come to the right of Orr. 10:36. Need one more to run the clock. Tonight's games are the only games on the slate here in the Midwest League. Dubuque was victorious in the JV contest, 8-0. Puck's down, battle for on the far boards. Tyler Randall steps in. Eli Schwartz tries to make a big hit. Still battling. Now Randall tries to walk around one and does. Into the zone. Another attempted a big hit, unsuccessful. Michael Poles now keeps him pinned behind the net. Played out to the near side, a little too hard, a little too fast. Liam Henry cuts back at the red line. Dumped into the zone. Or tips it back behind the net. Michael Poles chases him down, knocks him off the puck. Wyatt Powell battles for it on the boards. Tries to send it out to center ice. Now he's got it there. Wyatt Powell shot. Saved by Orr. Quad Cities cross ice pass. Henry over to get it. Picks it up inside his own defensive zone. Sends it over to Hill. Anders has got it there. Sends it back to Henry behind the net. William turns it over to the corner. Send out in front. Bouncing puck. Collected by Quad Cities. They can't get a shot though. Is that a hit to the head? Changing of sticks. Fugger now through center ice into the attacking zone. Dumped on net. Battle for there. Smothers gets it back to Fugger. He's tripped up. Worked up the near boards. Quad City sends it out to center ice. Ben Zick controls it. Dumps it back into the corner. Again, the pest line doing its job, keeping them back in the defensive zone. Quad City dumps it out. They'll go for a change. Ben Zick spins away from one to the corner. Forces it up the near boards. Kicked out to Sheehy. He's got Henkel on the far side. Gets it over to him. Shot. Saved by Orr. Loose in front. Vander Sheehy finally makes a nice pass. And Alex Henkel did not put it in. It's probably why he doesn't pass it to the house. We get Sheehy, Henkel, and Hika. Out with Zick and Smith. Sheehy up to the dot. Loose puck, won by Quad Cities. Held in by Cooper Smith. They don't run him. He still holds it in. Wraps around the boards to Jackson Heacock. Sends it through the middle. Freiberger takes it back behind the net. Runs into Heacock back there. Sent back to the far corner. We'll try and play out the boards. Held in by Sheehy. Works it down to the corner. Now Henkel runs into some resistance. Played back up to the blue line. Henkel in front. Or Henkel shot. Oh! Hit Sheehy in the slot, but couldn't get it to his stick. Bounces all the way back to Heacock in the defensive zone. He drops off for Schultz. One of those S's. Schultz is set up behind the net. Heacock's at the far blue line if we can get it to him. 7 minutes and 30 seconds. We could probably do something here. There we go. Landon Schultz, right up Main Street, full head of steam. Walks around one, knocked off the puck in the corner. Drives it all the way back behind the net. He holds it at the blue line, dumps it back in, makes him work for it. Varsity will try and bring it up. Carried out the near side in front of the bench. Jensen Hill pokes it loose. Tries to get it ahead to Cade Weiner. Weiner in the corner. Walks away from one. Gets the shot off. Saved by Orr. Fired back behind the net. Cade Weiner with the broken stick. Sent to the far side. Eli Schwartz rides a man into the boards. Sent back across the ice. Jensen Hill knocks him back into the zone. Kick back out to center ice. Liam Henry now. Tries the long pass. Can't quite get it to Captain Ruiz. Eli Schwartz spins it back up to Ruiz. Gets it ahead to Michael Poles. Poles takes it into the zone. Dances around Sammy. Dallas Ford in the near boards. Knocked back down to the end line. Quad Cities fights it loose. Puts it to the end board. Still trying to wrap it around. Schwartz gets a piece of it. Now Quad Cities held in by Poles. A little conversation going on there between Michael Poles and Brady. Into the corner it goes. Sammy Ruiz chips it back behind the net. Quad Cities will bring it out the near side. Fans on the pass there. Poles still down there, wreaking havoc. Quad City into the zone. High slot. Works it down below the goal line. Around the net. Sent back to the blue line. Just held in. No, it wasn't. No shot recorded on that one. 7-2 is the score here with 5:18 remaining in the third period. Shots on goal. Favor the Saints. 38-13. We'll get Powell, Fugger, and Smothers out. Smith back to get it in the corner. He'll drive it back behind the net. Plays it up the near side. Fugger's got it. Plays it ahead. Stolen by Quad Cities. Into the netting. Two goalies and the coaches there couldn't manage to get a glove on it. Powell into the faceoff. Won by Dubuque. They'll force it ahead. Quad Cities plays it back into them. Fugger drops off for Zick. Played up ahead to Smothers. Smothers inside the blue line. Rolls off his stick to the far side. All 64 pounds of Brock Smothers drives a man into the boards. Played ahead. Fugger with the steal. Gets it ahead to Powell. Powell gets ahead to Smothers. Smothers shot. Crossbar into the netting. More touch-up paint. Visiting goal, please. Heacock and Henkel come out. Schultz and Mullenkamp back on defense. Sheehy for the face-off, gets it back. Spins on the boards, tries to send it to Heacock. Off his skate. Quad Cities will try and work it out. They'll get it around Heacock, back to Schultz. Heacock battles over the near boards, knocks it forward. Sheehy picks it up. He's got Heacock with him. Centering pass. Sheehy tries to drive it to the net after Heacock shot just wide. And Quad City sends it out the far side. Carter Mullenkamp back to pick it up. Plays over to Landon Schultz. Ahead to Sheehy, gets just a piece of it. Now Alex Henkel, full head of steam on the far side. Shot. Ding, ding. Camp back at the blue line. Ahead to Henkel. Henkel takes it in on the far side. Hits Orr. Kicked out to the slot. Just out of reach of everyone. Quad City back the other way into the blue line. Smith drives it wide. Loses on the board. Poke loose by Sheehy. He's got Henkel with him. Gets it poke loose just outside the blue line. He'll cycle back. Drop off for Anders Hill. Anders dumps it into the zone. Cade Weiner drives the net. Quad City picks it up. They'll work it up the near side. Through center ice it comes. Dumped into the zone. Jensen Hill back to get it. That's Anders Hill. Works it over to Liam Henry. Long cross ice pass. Elbow high for Sammy Ruiz. Couldn't be collected. Just misses the goal for an ice. So 2:55 left in the third. Shots are now 41-13. Ruiz into the faceoff. Puck's down, wins it back. Liam Henry. He'll spin it around. Send it up the near side. It's not icing. It hit the Blues player, and the Blues defenseman could have got there. Sent around to the near side, just out of the reach of Brady. Played down to the corner. Weiner picks it up there. The Blues send it around the far side. Freiburg tries to pull it off the boards there. Fans on an attempt. Now he'll spin and try and go back up to the near side. Weiner pesters him, chases him back behind the net. High off the glass, kicked out to center ice. Now they'll work it to the far side. Puck loose, Cade Weiner takes it, drives it to the net. Goal. Cade Weiner with a nice steal on the blue line. Probably not the guy you want to turn it over at the blue line for. And that's 6. So 8-2 with 2 minutes left. Run the clock. That's Weiner's second goal of the night.
Dubuque Saints goal scored by number 22.
Sent back around behind the net. Benzik races to get it. He's rolled off the puck there. Tyler Randall picks it up. He'll send it out the far side. Held in by Brady. Chipped down to the corner. Pulled off the boards there. Sent out in front. Kicked to the corner by Zick. Eli Schwartz now. He's got Michael Poles with him. Tries to center it. Bouncing puck. Got a corner for goaltender. Oh. .125 on the running clock. We'll get Wyatt Powell, Brock Smothers, Jack Fugger, Benzik, and Cooper Smith. Puck down, Quad City controls, they'll force it out to center ice.
1 minute remaining in the third.
Powell dumps back to Zick. Cooper Smith reverses field, gets it out of the zone. Battle for in front of the scorer's table. Wyatt Powell's got 2 on him there. Now send him back behind Breen. Zick walks away from 1. Brings it out the near side, sends it ahead to Fugger. Taken away by Quad Cities temporarily. Now Wyatt Powell forces ahead. Fugger's got it there. Drives it into the zone. That's a trip. Clearly stuck his foot out to get him. Quad City's back in front of it. On the near side. Drives it all the way down to the goal line. Loses the puck there. Driven to the boards by Carter Molenkamp. Big Carter Molenkamp. Now it's Brock Smothers battles for it in front of the scorer's table. Dumped back into the zone by Quad Cities. And that'll do it here from Dubuque. Final score, your Saints 8. The visiting Quad City Blues 2.
Final score for tonight's
Shots on
game.
goal finished at 42
Quad City
to
Blues
13.
2, and your Dubuque Saints 8.
That'll do it from here
Final
as the
shots on
Saints
goal. Quad City
victorious in the JV
13,
and the varsity
Dubuque
contest.
42.
They're back at home
On
this
behalf of
Saturday
the Dubuque
against
Saints High School
New
Hockey,
City.
we'd like
Hope
to
to
thank
see you
you
there.
for attending tonight's game.
And Madison Stab, I'm here to say if you can find a rink, you can find a friend.
Against the
Have a
Sioux
good
City
night.
Metros. Friday night, junior varsity